Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Yuto Moses here to give you my DVD review for the movie The Truman Show. So this is a movie about a average everyday man named Truman Burbank who has a great job, a wonderful life, and lots of friends that could never stay mad at Truman. And then, as he gradually finds out, his life has been a reality TV show from the very beginning ever since birth, and he tries to find a way to get out of this type of world. Now, I just want to start off by saying that Peter Weir is a strange fellow of a director with his filmography, because he likes to mix cliché movie elements with other things that wouldn't seem to go together in other films, but he seems to pull them off. Along with The Truman Show, I also recently watched Witness, starring Harrison Ford as a cop who protects an Amish boy who has witnessed a murder, and so he starts learning their heritage and lives amongst the Amish, and it goes into that sort of element of storytelling. And in The Truman Show, it's a satire to reality TV shows, where it literally goes into the reality part of it and focuses on an oblivious man who didn't know that he was part of a reality TV show, and so he tries to find a way to escape that world. And I thought that's a really interesting concept for a movie, especially for a Jim Carrey film. But if there really was a reality TV show like in The Truman Show, where it starred me, you, or anyone else, then it would be pretty boring. I mean, what type of sadistic retard would watch that kind of crap?
This sucks. Yeah.
Now on to the actors. Jim Carrey was great, both dramatically and comedically, as Truman Burbank, and there are several moments in the movie where he was comedic, like when he's fooling around with the rain effect, and there are those dramatic moments, like when he goes on his date with his true love, who is Lorne, and the actress who plays her was Natasha McElhone, was her name, and I really liked her because she had this Meryl Streep kind of persona, both acting-wise and physical, and I thought she gave an exceptional performance, along with Laura Linney, who plays Mel Burbank, Truman's wife in the show, and she plays an actress who is in the show as an actress, if that makes any sense. And there's also Ed Harris, who plays Christoph, the creator and maybe the director of the show, and how he plays out his character, he makes him look like not so much a reputable man, because there are moments where you keep on thinking that he's a real sleazeball, but how he explains himself, he seems like he makes himself look like God in a way that he's giving life to all his characters.
Sylvia, as you announced so melodramatically to the world, you think because you batted your eyes at Truman once, flirted with him, stole a few minutes of airtime with him to thrust yourself and your politics into the limelight, that you know him? That you know what's right for him? You really think you're in a position to judge him?
What right do you have to take a baby and turn his life into some kind of mockery? Don't you ever feel guilty?
I have given Truman the chance to lead a normal life. The world, the place you live in, is the sick place. Sea Haven is the way the world should be.
How some of the scenes were shot gave it that feeling that there's hidden cameras everywhere, which is the main purpose, because it gives that distorting presence that Truman is never alone in his life. And there was even this great scene where Truman stops on the middle of the road while everyone else remains motionless until he started moving again. But if there's one complaint that I want to make about the Truman Show, is that there's a huge biodome that they built all around Truman's town so that he would never be able to leave, which I find it to be a bit far-fetched because where would they get the money to build such a thing? Then again, where would they get the money to have a cast and crew to orchestrate this show? So overall, The Truman Show is an interesting film to watch that takes on the original approach of the runaway celebrity theme to make it into a thought-provoking story. And this is safe to say that this is Jim Carrey's best performance in his career, since this is his breakthrough into much more dramatic roles like other comedians would take on later, like Will Ferrell for Stranger Than Fiction, Adam Sandler for Punch Drunk Love, even Seth Rogen for 50-50. And it's just too bad that Jim Carrey didn't got his Oscar nom for his performance, because it really was that great of a performance. But due to his slander that he made against the Academy Awards long time ago, I don't think it's ever going to happen, unfortunately. And going back to Peter Weir, I considered him to be an excellent storyteller because he's able to make a concept that may possibly be convoluted into something that's really great to watch. And I also give mad props to the screenwriter Andrew Nichols, who has also done work on Gattaca. I believe he was the director as well. So, good for them. And I would highly recommend you to watch The Truman Show. Out of 5, I give it 4.5 out of 5. Now, let's go on to the special features. This is the special edition, so let's see what's on here. We have How's It Going to End? The Making of The Truman Show Part 1 and 2, Fox finishing the visual effects of The Truman Show, deleted scenes, photo gallery, theatrical trailers, TV spots, and that's it. So, that's all for my review. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Utah Moses, signing out.